Here we see the yard at 6 a.m. in the morning. The yard engine, they'll go to work and they'll pull 3-track. That's where the arrow is. They use those cars to go build their train for Firestone. And then they'll go up and pull the Chicago Great Western. That's where the hand is. They'll switch those out, and I'm sure there's cars in there that go to Firestone. Now we see how the Great Western is empty, that track, and the yard 3-track is now empty. They did add some cars to number 5-track. There was 2 cars added, and there was 3 cars added, I believe it is, to number 7-track, and 1 car added to 8-track. And the local sits on 2. It's ready to go, and the yard has built their train on 1 track, and it's ready to go. Well, now it's about 8:30 in the morning, and you can see that the yard is fairly bare. 1 and 2 are clear, 3 is clear, 4 is clear, and the Great Western is clear. So when the yard job gets back, they'll pull into probably 2-track. Then they'll run around their train through 1. They go up and pull the Rock Island and switch it out, and then switch out their inbound Firestone cars, and then take them, put them to their respective interchanges. Okay, the yard job has come back from Firestone, pulled into number 2, ran around their train, and they're headed, in this picture, they're going to go out and go on up and pull the Rock Island. All right, now we see they have pulled the Rock Island and switched it out, which added cars to 3-track, 1 car for 4-track for the local, and looks like 1, 2, 3, or 4 for 5-track, which are local industries between the yard and Harris Siding. Well, now we see that they have switched out their train inbound from Firestone, and they have started to fill up the Chicago Great Western and the Rock Island. There's some cars on those transfers now. And 6-track has a couple of cars for the Fort Dodge. And now they're ready for the afternoon job. So the 2 p.m. job will go to work and pull the C&NW. Well, the 2 p.m. job, they've pulled the C&W, switched it out, and there was a car sitting on one track that was to go to the C&W. And so the yard has put that there, and looks like they filled up 3-track. There was a lot of cars for Firestone on the C&W today, and there was only a couple other cars for other tracks in the yard. I think there was one local and one car for 5-track. So that's starting to fill up 3-track, but that will soon empty out. Not totally, but I'm sure we'll get quite a few cars gone when they build the extra job. And this is around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The yard job has switched the hill. The industries, the bright red industries there in the picture. And they cleared 7-track. 7-track is holds cars for the hill and other industries around the yard. And they're waiting for the local to come in. I got so involved in watching them switch. The local came in and they switched it out, and I didn't get a picture of the local sitting on 2-track. But anyway, they switched out the local and put the cars to their designated transfers, and also they had a few cars to put in the yard for local customers. This shows extra job is built on number 2-track. They pretty well emptied number 3-track. A lot of cars went to Firestone today. And the yard engine grabbed their caboose out of number 5. There's going to be a caboose hop. They'll go out and do their work after the extra job leaves. They pick up empties and or loads from the customers between the yard and Harris Siding. Well, now the 2 p.m. job has been out, collected all the empties and one load, and they've pulled into 2-track, run around their train. They're getting ready to switch it out. Well, they've switched out the inbound train and put everything away to the proper interchange tracks. And right now the engine's parked on the Fort Dodge switch. And so the afternoon job is done. Now for the 10 p.m. switch. The 10 p.m. Switch pulled the Fort Dodge transfer, switched it out, and then grabbed 6-track and took that back to the Fort Dodge transfer. And then they came back to the yard and went into number 5 and started switching that out to build their train because they have to go deliver loads, inbound loads, to customers between the yard and Harris Siding. So they got that all done, switched it or doubled it back over to 5-track, and now they're just waiting on the extra job to come in and then switch it out. Well, the extra job arrived, and now the yard will switch them out and put the cars to the respective interchanges. Then it's time to build the local, and after that they'll grab their train on 5-track and go out and distribute cars to the customers, and then they'll head back to the house and tie up. Well, the local is built on 2-track. The yard job has taken their cars and gone out to deliver the cars to the customers. They'll come back with a caboose hop, go directly to the house and tie up. So that completes 24 hours on the DMC at Highland Yard. Thanks for watching.